Hello, my name is Isaiah Triforce Johnson of Empire Arcadia. I'm here at Straight Games and you're watching the Lab Video Game TV. So pretty much I have like 5 Guinness World Records. I've won a number of tournaments throughout my lifetime. I'm the CEO and the founder of my video game team, Empire Arcadia, which is the #1 most documented winning video game team in the world. We've won literally over 1,500 tournaments in our lifetime, and we're continuing to travel the world and compete wherever we are. And our stop here right now is Jamaica, so we'll see how we do here. Well, the mission for Empire Arcadia as a whole, the organization is a development organization, and what we do is we go around the different areas of the world looking to develop gaming in all the elements that it is, whether it may be fashion in gaming, art in gaming, media in gaming, competitive gaming, health, and so forth. There's like 10 different elements altogether. That's what the organization does as a whole, and we execute this through our esports team, which brings a lot of notoriety to us through competition and gives us the ability to offer services to companies in and outside of the video game industry that want to get involved and help us fulfill this mission and help expand video games in general. Here in Jamaica, video games has actually evolved from the yesteryears. You know, I've been back and forth in Jamaica from America, and I see what esports is in America versus what esports here is in Jamaica. And Jamaica is ripe and in its present moment in time for it to explode in esports. I literally came from this anime video game convention called Anime Nation over the weekend, and there were literally hundreds to about 1,000 gamers out there playing and cosplaying and whatnot. When you come to stores like this, like down in Jamaica, they have every video game, every software, every hardware, accessories, whatnot. So it's very comparable to the US. It's just smaller, and that's the perfect breeding grounds to kind of like set a foundation for esports. So pretty much with us being down here, we're trying to lay that foundation down by partnering up with the local video game communities, the local video game organizations, and try to set up an esports infrastructure to work with the bigger organizations in Jamaica, such as Lime and Digicel and Flow and all the major corporations that can actually benefit from this because of the technology that's involved. Because when you mesh entertainment and technology together, you come up with a very good, successful formula for business. And if the businesses are actually like profiting and they're happy, the community will also be happy as well because of the business's big contribution in return to the entire esports infrastructure we're trying to set up here. So that's pretty much the mission and why Jamaica is actually ready, especially the fact that Jamaica is like the crown jewel of the Caribbean. So it's like the New York of the United States. And whatever happens, you know, in the capital of the Caribbean will reverberate throughout the entire Caribbean. And that's overall the entire mission, get the Caribbean up to par with esports around the world. When you look at esports today around the world, one of the biggest tools that esports has to help it grow faster is the online broadcasting ability. In the past, Jamaica didn't have that, but when you have the services Jamaica have here with the big companies, that gives Jamaica the platform to actually use the tools and get it up to date. So myself partnered with Gregory and Fighters Allegiance Andrew Johnson. We're trying to set up the infrastructure using Twitch TV to get competitive gaming broadcast throughout Jamaica, get the different parishes and all the different competitors throughout Jamaica to come out and play their favorite games, whether the games may be League of Legends, FIFA, Call of Duty, Smash Brothers, Streetfighter, and more. And we know for a fact, because we deal with a lot of the gamers in the community, especially on Facebook and Twitter, and throughout the different social media networks that are out there, that there are hundreds, thousands of gamers in Jamaica that want to be able to compete and one day be able to go to America or the UK and compete in the bigger world championships. But for us, the mission here is to localize. Localizing is very important. Before we can prepare our countrymen to go out and compete with the other gamers out in the world, we need to set up our own esports infrastructure in the Caribbean. We need our own national championships for Jamaica. You can kind of consider it like the Olympics. You know, while everyone in the world is competing in the Olympics, we need to mold our own Usain Bolts of gaming and so forth to get them ready to go out to compete in the world. So we need to have our own internal national championships. And I think with the partnership with Gregory and Andrew for Caribbean Games, because that's the company that we're working with now to help facilitate this infrastructure. And us working with the bigger companies in Jamaica, within less than a year, we'll be up and running. We know there's a lot of gamers out there in Portmore, there's Kingston, Spanish Town. They're all over Jamaica that are actually good. Your international Caribbean champion is Orville Kildem Shannon, who's a part of my FIFA team under the Silverbirds. He's the international Caribbean champion for FIFA, and he's from Spanish Town. So we know that there are great gaming champions in Jamaica that are here. We were at the Digicel DigiCup World Cup tournament where they had it, running side by side with actual World Cup. And Ashani Henry, who's another Silverbirds member for our FIFA team, he won the DigiCup. And second place was our next team member, which was Dean Barnett. So, like we know that Jamaica has a lot of champions, and there's different teams out there in Jamaica. Straight Games is even building a team. FAJ has a team, and so forth. So we really need to put together like a structure to get all of our countrymen and teammates all into one organized competition and be able to get our guys out to the world and show the world what Jamaica can offer in esports. One of the most important things here is to help evolve the Jamaican culture, and the Jamaican culture is dancehall. Dancehall originates from scat, which is like around the 50s and 60s in the 1900s, and it is very important that we can try to use technology and entertainment to help evolve that. One of the games that they have that helps evolve dancing through technology is Just Dance. It's on the Nintendo Wii, and it's something we want to introduce into esports. It's been introduced to esports in America, backed by Pepsi, and we want to try to do the very same thing here in Jamaica because dancing is very big, and it's a huge thing because we can get the girls involved competitively as well. Not to say that they can't compete in the other games, but this dancing is huge and very girl-oriented in Jamaica, so to speak. The guys can dance, but when we talk dance hall, it's really the girls that really get the work in. So we want to try to set up Just Dance competitions that can use some of the dance hall music and reggae, and we thought that UBISOFT would be ideal for it. It's like they could create a Just Dance hall for Jamaica, and they can even bring it to America so they can take a look at our culture from dancing. But that's one of the very few ways that we have on, we have an ideal of like what we want to do in terms of infusing technology and entertainment into the culture of Jamaica to help evolve it as a whole. And I think that if we can somehow show how technology and entertainment can help evolve one of the biggest traditions in Jamaica, it'll also connect the older demographic, the more mature demographic, 35 and up in Jamaica, to really take an understanding to video games and be more accepting to it. Because that's one of the hurdles that we have to cross. The younger generation has a huge disconnect from the older generation here in Jamaica when it comes to video games. But we are 100% confident that with the support of the larger companies, the platform that esports has, that we'll be able to fulfill our mission and complete it and make the merger happen and help evolve the culture of Jamaica.
Hi, this is Gregory from Straight Games, and we're pretty glad, we're happy to know that we have an international gaming superstar here, Triforce. He's been here for a while doing some work in Jamaica, and Straight Games is very happy to work with him. We're looking at bringing Jamaica to an international level of competitive video games, and we're starting off by doing a series where we can get everyone who is confident in their competitive skills to come display their skills and compete so that we can find the top teams in Jamaica to prepare Jamaica for international gaming standards. We're working on a series that will be going on for a couple of months so that everybody can come out and display their skills. Straight Games is very elated to be a part of this, and we have other sections of the video game community working with us so that we can get this thing off the ground. Straight Games, as you know, has been around for a good little while, and we're just glad that the community has accepted us as a video game retailer and also as trusted advisors in the video game community. So just look out for what Straight Games coming with. Look out for more from the Empire Arcadia team. Look out for more from just more, you know, more activity, more stirring up in the video game environment, you know, and you know, we just give you thanks. We just appreciate all the support that we've been getting, and it's just time for gamers to just get out, get serious, and just bring your best forward.